Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone, the excitement has really picked up now and I'm
It's ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. And now they can spring out of defence. Not Solot. It's a pretty loose pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Norway clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Berger. Right. Alex shapes to shoot! Goal! Norway! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a shade optimistic. Berger. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Raoul. And here's Trossard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played into space. It's going across. And a header! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Norway are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Solot.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon.
Looking for options for movement. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Trossard. Ryerson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Ødegaard. Spread it left. The ball goes in. Punched away. He's having a pop! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good line! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Solot is offering a wry smile there.
Getting up there! Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Now it's Torres. And they've got rid. In comes the corner. They are looking to go forward now. And he shoots! And it's in! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We need to look a little lost in the end.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Probing pass. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. The referee has given a corner. Adams clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Silvestre. That's Vieira. Oh, can he get onto this? Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Torres. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Berger has created one goal already. Haaland. That's Sorloth. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Adams. That's going wide left. And here's Raul. Spread out to the left. Trossard. That's very neat. Haaland. Ødegaard. Here's Haaland. Now it's Sorloth. It's a promising position. Sorloth receives it in a good position here. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Haaland. And it's Ødegaard. Here's Charlotte. Oh, what a Haaland! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Raya has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he has great reactions, obviously, but I think it's his reading of the game that really gives him an edge. He may be the last line of defence, but the way he communicates and organises the players in front of him means that opposition attacks often break down before he even has to make a save.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Creole. And here's Raul. Iniesta. Plays it in low. And he's straight offside. Yeah. Can he get it through? So best. Kone, shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Vieira. Raul. A sharp little ball here. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
The most accurate pass. David Villa. Vieira. First quarter of an hour gone. No, that was never going to make it. And this is Roll. Played out towards the right wing. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mbappe. Al-Kubasi does well to get it back. Chance! That's a fair try, but just off target. He's looking wide, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Creole. Dembele. Can he finish? And again. Goal! France! And France are in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Konamí is the guilty party there. Oh, it's Iniesta. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Iniesta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shoots! And there's his goal! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go on better, possibly. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. David Villa. Oh, droll. And he has been fouled there. Just didn't quite work. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Olise. He's dealt with that really well. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Konamí. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Ricky Puig can see things others simply cannot.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Riemann. And here's the chance to counter. Olise. David Villa. Spread it left. And it's Grimaldo. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Konamí. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to Mbappe! Goal, France! And they get themselves in front! And a quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And we get things going again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Silvestre. He has found the way through. Crossing. Xavi Alonso. He won't be happy with that one. Doué. He is always playing with one eye on the spectacle. And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found the way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He's picked his way through. Towering header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Raul. David Villa. Has good running with the ball. Kone. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Look at the space here. It's Dembele! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Spain needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kone. And it's Isco. Ricky Puig. Silvestre. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Upamecano wins the duel this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kone. This looks promising. And a header! Oh, good finish! not gone well. Now a droll, and he was quick to react. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super find. Doué! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's having a shot! And that really should have been that.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
That pass isn't the best. He's having a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Raul. Now it's Isco. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Ricky push, and here's Isco. Doué. Turan. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Isco. Now it's Villa.
There they go, hunting again.
Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Well, that is certainly not what he had in mind. Time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.